don't care what team you're rooting for. I don't care, Tell me, would you take Rogers Kamari as your cornerback? I'm not saying he's a top 10 because I don't think he is. He might be a top 20, but that's my opinion. Would you take him on your team? Does your team need a cornerback who can shut a receiver down once in a while? Do you need a number three cornerback? Because honestly, that's probably where he would end up. He is not a 1 or a 2. He's most likely a 3. Would you take him on your team if your team could sign him as a number 3 cornerback? Let me know. Hit me up. That's my take on Rogers Kamari. Now, for you Philadelphia fans, and I know there's a lot of you out there because I'm close to Philly. On a sad note, former LaSalle basketball star and coach Tom Gorla died yesterday at the age of 81. Gola was a 4-time All-American. He helped LaSalle win the NIT title in 1952 and the NCAA title in 1954. He also helped the former Philadelphia Warriors win an NBA title in 1955-56 season. He is one of only 2 players to ever win an NBA, an NIT, and an NCAA title. This man was a legend in Philadelphia. I mean, a lot of people, my generation, have never heard of him, but people older than us have, and from what I understand and what I've heard, he was a legend. So my respects go out to him, my respects go out to his family, and I hope them well. But I want to get back to the happier news. Well, Eagles... Excuse me. Well, Eagles fans, the team may not have won the Super Bowl this year, but wide receiver Deshaun Jackson caught the first touchdown of last night's Pro Bowl, and Nick Foles won the offensive MVP of the Pro Bowl. Yes, this was the Pro Bowl, and they were not on the field together or even on the same team, but could this be a sign of things to come? Deshaun Jackson to, Nick Foles to Deshaun Jackson, or do you think if the Eagles are able to sign Riley Cooper, will it be Riley Cooper as the new number 1 for Nick Foles? Tell me, I mean, even if Macklin comes back, do you think that Deshaun will get better stats, or is Nick Foles going to look to somebody else? I mean, I know last year when Foles was in, he went to Riley Cooper better. He rarely touched Deshaun Jackson with the ball. And I know Deshaun thinks he deserves a better contract than what he has right now. But he signed the contract. He's got like 3 more years left. So tell me, you think Nick's going to pass up on Deshaun Jackson and stick with Riley Cooper or Macklin, or do you think when he's open, he's going to go to Deshaun Jackson? I hope that he's smart and sticks with Deshaun Jackson when he's open, but he doesn't press it too much. So, but we'll see. Eagles fans, again, this is more Eagles fans. Do not be surprised to see Lane Johnson move over to left tackle in 2015. This year, the 2014 year, is Jason Peters' last year on his current Eagles contract, and Lane Johnson has played left tackle in college. So tell me, fans, I mean, with this being Peters' last year, he's coming off a knee injury from 2 years ago. He made it to the Pro Bowl this year. Would you sign Peters back, or would you move Lane Johnson over to left tackle and draft another right tackle? I'm not saying draft him this year. Maybe next year. And groom him. Or do you move Lane Johnson over to left tackle, see if Peters will take a backup role for backup pay, and then groom a right tackle, and that way, if the right tackle that you're grooming chokes, You move Lane Johnson back to right. You put Peters in at left, and you got your offensive line. I mean, what do you think? To me, it would make more sense. Maybe not first or second round, maybe third round. Draft a right tackle this year, see what's available, and see what he can do, and groom him that way on the second team. Then also on the second team, maybe put Lane Johnson in at left tackle, groom him for next year. That way he's ready. He's not missing too much action. And Jason Peters, as old as he is, I mean, he's pretty much close to the end of his career. I like the guy, but he's pretty much at the end and coming off a knee surgery. To me, he's not worth the risk. But let me know what you think. Today, in other Eagles news, the Eagles have named Bill Musquire as their new quarterbacks coach. Musgrave, wow, I really pushed that the first time. Musgrave was the Vikings quarterback coach this past NFL season and helped the Vikings and quarterback Matt Castle beat the Eagles. What do you think of this hiring? Do you think this is going to help or hurt Nick Foles? To me, I think if he can mold Matt Castle into a half-decent quarterback for a few weeks, after Matt Castle has been a choke artist his entire career, I think he can do wonders with Nick Foles. Now, I'm hoping that they keep the same offense, which I'm pretty sure they will, which will also help Nick Foles. But I'm hoping that Musquire understands that you don't have a Michael Vick. You don't have a running quarterback. And they say that Musgrave has worked with many types of quarterbacks. Mobile, unmobile, good arm, decent arm, bad arm. To me, you got all that, and you're not all that with Foles, but you definitely got a decent arm quarterback. He's not that mobile, but he can run when he has to run. So I think he's worth it. I think this could be a good decision by the Eagles, and maybe it's a sight of Chip Kelly. Maybe it's saying that, hey, all these coaches want to line up. They want to learn from Chip. Let's see what these coaches learn. Let's see what helps the Eagles. I hope this is one thing that definitely helps the Eagles. I hope this helps Foles, and I hope if it does help, they keep Musgrave around for a while. So I'll keep my eyes open. I hope the Eagles fans do too. Okay, well, now here is something that I know a lot of Eagles fans have been waiting for. We have the NFL free agency only about a month away, and NFL.com has listed their 25 best free agents on the market. Out of those 25, I took my top 10 free agents to fill Eagles positions that I think need to be filled. Obviously, they listed Trent Graham, the New Orleans wide receiver, or tight end, as their number one pick. I don't think the Eagles are going to get him. He's going to be franchised. Nobody's going to touch him. So obviously, I didn't list him there, but I did list a few players that I think could be helpful. You can go on NFL.com, see who the 25 top free agents are. Tell me what you think of my top 10. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can email me, whatever. Facebook me, whatever. But my number one was defensive end, Greg Hardy. Number 2, safety, Jarius Byrd. 3, safety, TJ Ward. 4, cornerback, Altamarn Werner. 5, defensive end, Michael Johnson. 6, cornerback, Brent Grimes. 7, cornerback, Aqib Talib. 8, wide receiver, Eric Decker. 9, linebacker, Donald Butler, and 10, Sam Shields. So, I mean, what do you think? What do you honestly think the Eagles need? Yeah, I know that I said a wide receiver there, but that's only because I don't think the Eagles are going to keep both Maclin and Riley Cooper. If they keep both, great, but I don't think they will. And like I said, you can go to NFL.com. You can look at free agents. They listed them on top 10 or top 25. I made my list of top 10 from that and based on what the Eagles need. So tell me what you think. Hit me up. Okay, now I'm changing gears because I'm done with football and I'm trying to hit every sport I can. Well, Philadelphia Union fans, it's official. Midfielder Maurice Edu, EDU, has come to the Union from the English Premier League's Stoke City. However, this is on a 1-year loan with an option to buy the contract outright at the end of the season. Edu will make $1.2 million for the season. Tell me, Union fans, right now, if you had to say yes or no, would you sign him? Would you buy his contract outright? I've seen the man play a few times in Stokes from the Premier League, and I would. I've seen what the Union lost at midfield, and I don't like what they have. I would definitely take him. But in other news for the Union fans, because I know there are a lot out there, even though they're hidden, because this is a football town and soccer is not a big sport yet. Well, the Union are not done making deals yet. They are in the process of trying to bring Vincent Nogueira from the French League's Scottex, and he's a defender. So would this excite you and make you more excited for the season, or is this just another wait and see? We'll see. To me, this is not as big of a move as Edu, but it's definitely a move in the right direction to me. It shows me that, hey, we made a lot of withdrawals, we cut a lot of people, we cut a lot of what we consider dead weight. So, I like this. We'll see what happens. Well, and like I said, I'm trying to cover everybody. So, it's baseball season, and it's right around the corner. So, baseball fans, the first set of predictions are out, and the winners are predicted. In the AL East, you have the Tampa Bay Rays. The Central, you have the Detroit Tigers. The West, you have the Oakland Athletics, with the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox winning the wild cards. What do you think? I honestly don't see the Red Sox winning the wild card with the Yankees moves. I see Tampa hitting the wild card and the Yankees winning the East, unfortunately. I'm not a Yankees fan. I hate the Yankees. And in the NL, you have the Nationals winning the East, the Cardinals winning the Central, the Dodgers winning the West, and the Giants and Braves winning the wild card. I agree with the Central. The East, I say Braves win, Nationals get the wild card. I'm saying because I'm a Braves fan and I'm hoping that happens. The West, I would say the two teams are right, but I would switch them. I would say the Dodgers get the wild card and the Giants win the West outright. Tell me what you think. Hit me up. And, hey, Sixers fans. Where the hell? They are not playing tonight. Oh, yes, they did. They did play. They lost 124 to 113 to the Phoenix Suns. Villanova and Georgetown are going at it now, tied at 43. New Jersey Institute of Technology beat Delaware State University 65 to 59. And one last thing, don't forget that on January 31st, this Friday, 2014 at 6 a.m., the 22nd Annual Wing Bowl will be held at the Wells Fargo Center. Are you going? Are you excited, or do you not even care? Well, folks,